I'm Ashley Dvorkin for FoxNews.com. Easter is just around the corner, and today we have a guest who's making those Easter egg hunts fun for more children across the country with the creation of beeping Easter eggs for the blind and visually impaired. For David Hyche, it started as a personal project for his daughter. It turned into a community event which continues to grow nationwide. He's here to tell us all about it. Welcome, David.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning.
Good morning. I'll start by sharing how and why you came up with this idea, and then talk about how it turned into something the whole community got involved in.
Okay, well, first, this pink phone is my wife's. I want to get that out there. It's not mine. But my daughter, at 4 months old, lost her vision. She has a disease called retinopathy of prematurity. And my first thought was that she can never have a normal life. She'll have to probably be in an institution or just stay in her room, and I didn't understand what it meant to be blind. And she quickly taught me. By the time she was about 18 months old, she was saying, "I do it by myself. I'll do it by myself." So we were planning a church Easter egg hunt, and I've tried to figure out a way to make it accessible for her because she wants to do it by herself. She doesn't want somebody taking her hand and putting it on an egg. Mm-hmm. So I found on the internet a gentleman in Los Angeles who was making beeping eggs. I called him, and he was kind enough to share with me how he did it. I was able to tweak it a little bit. I'm an ATF agent, and I work with explosives, and it's funny because it's natural, because they're basically beepers and switches and batteries, so it was pretty natural for me to do that. So I started building them in my garage. And later I was doing a presentation at an International Bomb Technicians Association conference, and pictures during the break of the kids in the Easter egg hunt. And a gentleman that's an IBTI member saw that and thought that it would be the perfect marriage of ATF agents, law enforcement bomb technicians, and military bomb technicians to take this on as a project. And they launched what they call the Rachel Project after my daughter. Mm-hmm. And now they donate $10,000 a year, and bomb squads around the country, and military and civilian law enforcement bomb squads around the country now build these eggs and provide them to schools for the blind and to different groups like the National Association for Parents of the Visually Impaired, and the kids have these Easter egg hunts.
Great. And now you have an example. Can you tell us, you described a little bit about, what it's made of and how you created it. Yeah, there you go. So can you give us a little demonstration?
Yeah, I sure can. This actually is an improvement on my original design, and it's still very expensive. The components are about $14 a piece, but it's just simply a switch on the outside, and when you activate the switch, it makes a loud beeping noise, and the kids are able to locate the egg through the sound. And it's really, one thing I never thought of. I thought of this as just a fun activity to include these kids. But teachers for the blind have informed me that they use these year-round to teach location skills. Mm-hmm. I noticed my daughter, when she was young, when she tried to find something, she didn't look three-dimensionally. She just would look along the ground. Well, you can put these in a drawer, on a shelf, anywhere, and it actually is a great learning aid to teach the kids how to locate things themselves. Another move toward independence for these people.
Sure. And now tell us about how much these beeping Easter egg hunts have grown. What other areas are doing it now?
Well, what's so awesome is my church took this on, and you're combining these wonderful people in law enforcement and the military who give their own money and time for this. This is not done, on the taxpayers' time or with taxpayer money. This is all donated, and our church actually stepped up and started sponsoring this, and we have candy eggs that are donated, and the candy eggs are traded for the beeping eggs when the kids find them. Mm-hmm. And it has blossomed. Other churches found out about it. My church even developed a puppet show for the blind. My daughter attended a regular puppet show, which was not very enjoyable for her, and it just so happened that one of the puppets was a large bear, and he threw diapers into the crowd, and a diaper hit my daughter. Well, we thought, she enjoyed that. It was interactive, and you used other senses. So through the connections with churches, we started doing these puppet shows for visually impaired kids that were all senses except sight, touch and even smell. We had Jonah and the whale, and we had cans of sardines we held up in front of fans, and the kids could smell, I guess, what the inside of a whale would smell like. But other churches found out about it through the media, and that's why I'm so appreciative of you guys doing this. But it's spread all over the country. We add a couple of states every year, and I'm so happy. Last year, we added the Perkins School for the Blind, which is an enormous school in Boston, and they needed so many more eggs than we had, but IABTI stepped up and gave even more than the $10,000. So I can't tell you how grateful I am for the selfless people. I have to do this sort of thing because I have a blind daughter. Most of the people that do this and spend their money and their time do not have a blind child. They do it just out of the goodness of their heart.
Sure. So then where can people go for more information if they want to help or if they want to put on an Easter egg hunt like this?
To the IABTI, International Association of Bomb Technicians and Investigators, the website is www.iabti.org, or the National Association for Parents of the Visually Impaired, NAPVI.org. Either one of those organizations. You could even call your local police department and talk to somebody with a bomb squad, or call your local ATF office. Law enforcement has taken a beating here lately, and the Christian church as well, and both organizations selflessly have stepped up, and they do this, no recognition for themselves. They don't ever ask for any sort of acknowledgement, so I'm very grateful that this is the first time after I've been doing this 9 years I've really been able to thank the military, law enforcement, and the churches that help out.
Absolutely. Well, David, thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us and sharing your story with us today.
Well, thank you very much, too, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter.
Happy Easter to you and your family.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. For FoxNews.com, I'm Ashley Dvorkin.